And let me tell you guys something too, because I lived in New York City in the 90s, okay? Because that was my childhood, right? I was born in 1990. I left New York City at age 9, but I have vivid memories growing up in Brooklyn, New York. My dad was a cab driver of just crazy crime on the news. Every other week, there was a police shooting or a police officer getting killed. I remember there used to be like these big flyers all over the place, like, "Hey, another cop killed. Provide information. Get a reward." The New York City guys in the 80s and the 90s was not a safe place to be, man. It was extremely dangerous. Um, and in the 80s, it was even worse. The 90s was bad, right? At least Giuliani came in and kind of, got tough on crime and everything else like that. But New York City was not sweet, guys. In the 70s, it was extremely dangerous, right? Thanks to the mafia. And then the 80s came in with crack. That didn't help at all. And then the 90s, it started to get a little bit better, but it was extremely dangerous, man. So it was a different world, guys, New York City. You want the federal sentencing guidelines, the AUSAs, and the federal courts. Well, guys, they get more time. The federal system, you're going to do 80% of your time, bare minimum, okay? And the feds typically don't lose, and you get more resources. And when you get a federal prosecutor, a lot of the time, they're not as bogged down with cases as ADAs are. Remember, we talked about this before. Assistant United States Attorney versus Assistant District Attorney. Assistant United States Attorney is a federal prosecutor. Assistant District Attorney is a state prosecutor. That state prosecutor has all kinds of cases, from someone pulling his dick out in the subway to pissing out in public to petty theft to burglary, all the way up to murder. They carry all kinds of cases, right? Versus the AUSA's federal prosecutors, they're carrying only the more severe felonies.